How does a goalkeeper go from standing in unemployment lines to holding the Champions League trophy in just a few years? Edouard Mendy's meteoric rise is one of football's most jaw-dropping stories. But what happened that turned his legacy into the biggest what-if in football? The answer will leave you stunned. Watch till the end. At just 7 years old, he joined the Le Havre Academy, a breeding ground for talents like Paul Pogba, Dimitri Payet, and Riyad Mahrez. The future seemed bright, but by age 13, another youngster claimed the academy's coveted top goalkeeper position, leaving Mendy disheartened. By 19, Mendy found himself in the fourth tier of French football with Cherbourg, struggling to find a breakthrough. Even though the team earned promotion during his first season, Mendy didn't play a single game. Over the next 2 seasons, Cherbourg's fortunes dwindled, dropping back to the fourth tier. This regression allowed Mendy more playing time, but his career was on thin ice. At 22, his contract expired, and he was released without fanfare. To compound his struggles, Mendy's agent disappeared, leaving him to fend for himself. Determined to keep his dream alive, Mendy sought trials across clubs, but doors remained shut. With a baby on the way, he almost abandoned his footballing aspirations to seek a stable job. However, a life-changing phone call arrived from Marseille. The club offered him a trial as their fourth-choice goalkeeper, courtesy of a recommendation from his former teammate, Ted Levy. Fueled by family motivation, Mendy poured his heart into training, astonishing the Marseille staff, who couldn't fathom why no other club had taken notice of him. At 24, he secured his first professional contract and spent the 2015-2016 season with Marseille's reserve team. Seeking a bigger challenge, Mendy joined Stade de Reims in the second division at 25. Initially, opportunities were sparse. He made only 8 league appearances and was even relegated to the B team. His fortunes changed when David Guillon took over as manager and gave him a shot with the first team. It was now or never for Mendy, and he delivered brilliantly. Recording 18 clean sheets in 34 games, he anchored a defense that conceded a mere 24 goals all season, the fewest in the league. His heroics propelled Reims to the League 2 title and promotion to League 1. In the top tier, Mendy continued to impress. He featured in all 38 games, helping Reims secure an impressive 8th-place finish. With 14 clean sheets, the third highest in the league, Mendy became a hot commodity. Just 2 years earlier, he had been unemployed. Now, Rennes shelled out €6 million for his services. Mendy made an immediate impact, saving a penalty in his debut. His stellar performances saw Rennes concede just 24 league goals that season, a defensive record even Paris Saint-Germain's star-studded lineup couldn't surpass. Rennes finished third, earning a Champions League spot, and Mendy's reputation as a rock-solid goalkeeper was firmly established, albeit at 28 years old. By 2020, Chelsea was desperate for a reliable goalkeeper after the underwhelming performances of their record signing, Kepa Arrizabalaga. With Peter Cech, Chelsea's technical advisor and a legendary keeper, endorsing Mendy, the club signed him for €24 million. Reflecting on his meteoric rise, Mendy admitted he wouldn't have believed such a scenario was possible 6 years prior. From living off government aid to earning £2.7 million annually, his transformation was remarkable. Mendy made an instant impact at Chelsea, becoming the first goalkeeper since Cech to keep clean sheets in his first 3 Premier League matches. By December, he had conceded just 5 goals across all competitions, with Chelsea unbeaten. However, a dip in form followed. 8 matches yielded 12 goals conceded and only 2 wins. A managerial change brought Thomas Tuchel to the helm, and under Tuchel's defensive setup, Mendy flourished. In the following 11 matches, he conceded just 1 goal. Chelsea breezed past Atletico Madrid in the Champions League, and Mendy's composure helped fend off a stunning last-minute bicycle kick from Porto's Mehdi Taremi in the quarterfinals. Against Real Madrid in the semis, his brilliance ensured a 2-0 victory at Stamford Bridge following a 1-1 draw at the Bernabeu. The dream was complete when Chelsea reached the Champions League final against Manchester City. In the lead-up to the final, Mendy showcased his brilliance yet again, denying Sergio Aguero's penalty in a Liga clash against City. It was a foreshadowing of the drama to come. As Chelsea prepared for the Champions League final, disaster struck. Edouard Mendy landed awkwardly on his ribs during the final match of the league season. Panic spread like wildfire among fans and within the club, as the thought of their star goalkeeper being unavailable for the biggest game of his career was unthinkable. But by May 29, 2021, Mendy was ready. Just 2 years earlier, he had been battling in France's second division. Now, he stood as Chelsea's greatest hope against Europe's finest. Manchester City dominated possession throughout the game, yet Chelsea's defense held firm. In the 42nd minute, Kai Havertz scored the decisive goal, securing Chelsea's second Champions League title. Mendy's journey hit its ultimate high point. Over that campaign, he achieved a record 9 clean sheets in 12 Champions League matches, conceding only 4 goals across 18 hours of play. His meteoric rise was cemented as one of the greatest stories in football. The accolades didn't stop there. At the start of the following season, Mendy added the UEFA Super Cup to his list of achievements. By November, his performances solidified his status as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. However, when the Ballon d'Or shortlist was released, Mendy's name was glaringly absent. To make matters worse, he lost the Yashin Trophy to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Outrage erupted on social media, with fans and analysts alike questioning how the year's standout goalkeeper could be overlooked. In a candid television interview, Mendy himself posed a thought-provoking question. If I played for France instead of Senegal, would we even be having this conversation? Justice arrived in January when FIFA named Mendy the goalkeeper of the year. A month later, he led Senegal to their first ever Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON) victory, further cementing his legacy. Upon returning to Chelsea, he added the Club World Cup to his collection, claiming his second trophy in just 2 weeks. Edouard Mendy's story became a shining example of determination, professionalism, and resilience. From rejection and unemployment to standing atop European and global football, he proved that no dream is unattainable with hard work and perseverance. But every journey has its hurdles. The 2022-2023 season saw a noticeable decline in Mendy's form. Although his shot-stopping abilities remained exceptional, his distribution became erratic. Passes that once found teammates with precision were now inconsistent, leaving Chelsea vulnerable. Mistakes crept into his game. Poor decisions with the ball at his feet led to costly errors, penalties, and goals conceded. Frustrations grew among fans, and coaches started to lose faith. Kepa Arrizabalaga, despite his own shortcomings, was reinstated as the first-choice goalkeeper, leaving Mendy on the sidelines. Mendy briefly reclaimed his starting position but suffered a knock, followed by a shoulder injury that sidelined him for 14 matches. By the time he returned, Chelsea's struggles had worsened, with managerial instability and a chaotic new ownership transition adding to the woes. In the midst of these challenges, contract renewal negotiations began in September. Chelsea reportedly offered Mendy a 6-year deal, but the proposed wages were viewed as an insult given his contributions to the club. Feeling undervalued, Mendy rejected the offer and talks collapsed. The summer transfer window brought an end to Mendy's Chelsea chapter. Al Ahly signed him on a 3-year deal for £16 million. Reports indicate that Mendy now earns £9.5 million annually, a fitting reward for a player who knew this would likely be his final major contract at 30 years old. Considering the adversity he faced early in his career, it's hard to fault him for prioritizing financial security. Edouard Mendy's career, filled with highs and lows, stands as a testament to resilience and the unyielding pursuit of dreams. From unemployment to global stardom, Edouard Mendy's journey proves that nothing is impossible. But did he truly reach the heights he deserved? Or will his story forever remain one of football's biggest what-ifs? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more untold stories in the world of football.